Army has released a statement about why he's dropping out of the J-Lo movie.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 incidents that got movie actors fired.
Because the weight was just indicative of a deeper misunderstanding about the character.
For this list, we'll be looking at the most notable situations that got big-name stars removed from the roster, whether they got the boot outright or agreed to depart. Which of these shocked you the most? Let us know in the comments. Number 10. Sylvester Stallone's attempted rewrite, Beverly Hills Cop. Thanks to 1976's Rocky, Sylvester Stallone became a big Hollywood name. However, great fame doesn't come without its own share of problems, which is what happened here.
What about my pride, Mick? At least you had a pride!
Stallone was originally cast as Axel Foley in the now classic 1984 film Beverly Hills Cop. Prior to the start of filming, Stallone presented Paramount with his rewrite of the script, having increased the action elements by a lot.
Nothing is over! Nothing! You just don't turn it off!
He even made the lead's name Axel Cabretti. His material reportedly wasn't bad by any means, but Paramount said no for financial reasons, and Stallone agreed to leave the project. Of course, Eddie Murphy took on the part afterwards, and the rest is history.
Where we going anyway?
Don't worry about it, just follow my lead.
Number 9. Terrence Howard's salary demands, Iron Man 2. In 2008's Iron Man, Terrence Howard played the role of James Rhodes, the future war machine.
Next time, baby.
However, Howard was noticeably absent from Iron Man 2, replaced by Don Cheadle. There are a number of rumors surrounding the why of it all, but it all boils down to salary demands. Howard earned substantially more than Robert Downey Jr. for the first film.
For 3 hours, you got me standing.
Waiting on you now. Let's go. Come on.
After its massive success, Downey's salary rose to a reported $10 million for the sequel, while Howard saw a dip in his paycheck. Amid apparent demands for more, the studio went in a separate direction. Howard has also been branded as being, quote, difficult to work with, so there's that too.
What happened?
Worst things have happened. I think we're going to be fine.
Number 8. Ryan Gosling's weight gain, The Lovely Bones. Peter Jackson's 2009 film The Lovely Bones depicts a young girl, Susie, who gets assaulted and murdered.
You know, you're the perfect person for me to run into. Because I just built this thing over here and I want to get a second opinion. Do you mind taking a look?
Her grieving father, Jack, portrayed by Mark Wahlberg, was originally supposed to be played by Ryan Gosling. However, in pre-production, Gosling came up with the idea that the bereft father would be overweight. He thus put on 60 pounds with the help of melted ice cream beverages.
I really believed he should be 210 pounds. I mean, I was melting Haagen-Dazs and drinking it when I was thirsty.
He then showed up on set and was dismissed by Jackson, as the two clearly had differing opinions of how the character should appear. A simple phone call beforehand would have likely remedied this, but Gosling admitted there wasn't much communication.
I just showed up on set and I'd gotten it wrong, clearly.
Number 7. Nicole Kidman's injury, Panic Room. Fired might be a strong word for this one. David Fincher's film Panic Room was to star Kidman in the role of the mother Meg.
What do? We wait. What if they get in here? No, they can't.
Filming had actually begun when the actress had to drop out after she irritated a pre-existing injury. Kidman had wrapped work on Moulin Rouge prior, and she had hurt her knee on that project.
Whoa! I feel like dancing!
The physical demands of the Panic Room role proved to be too much, and Kidman was forced to take some time off. She had rehearsed for weeks with co-star Kristen Stewart prior to being replaced, which shows her dedication to the role. The decision for her to depart was likely mutual, but in any case, it wasn't really her fault.
We have to end it.
Number 6. Megan Fox's offensive remarks, Transformers: Dark of the Moon. It's probably not a great idea to compare your boss to a Nazi while being interviewed for a publication.
He hates it.
Before production started on the third Transformers film, Megan Fox spoke to Wonderland magazine. When asked about working with director Michael Bay, Fox said, quote, "He wants to be like Hitler on his sets, and he is." She went on to say that he was, quote, "vulnerable and fragile off-set, but the damage appeared to be done."
I don't think he wants to hurt us. We've done that already.
Really? Well, do you speak robot? Because they just had like a giant droid deathmatch.
Steven Spielberg was an executive producer on the film and reportedly demanded that Fox be fired. We can only assume that in Hollywood, what Spielberg says goes, though there are conflicting stories about what exactly transpired.
Why doesn't my little bunny just hop in the back seat?
Oh, God, I can't even tell you how much I'm not your little bunny.
Number 5. Jean-Claude Van Damme's kickboxing addiction. Predator. 1987's Predator was initially supposed to star Belgian actor Jean-Claude Van Damme in the titular role. However, this ultimately didn't quite work out, possibly because Van Damme couldn't stop kickboxing.
That was very stupid!
What do you mean?
The actor would reportedly constantly show people his skills and insisted that they be incorporated into the role, which really didn't sit well with producer Joel Silver. This got to the point where, as VFX supervisor Joel Hynek recalled, Silver just flat out fired him and told him to get out.
Well, he didn't realize that he was just kind of a stuntman, right?
Van Damme apparently responded with an invitation to embrace his nether regions and left. Other reasons that have been given for his firing include him not being tall enough for the role and issues with the costume.
And they made a new outfit, more reasonable with a big guy.
Number 4. Judy Garland's substance use disorder. Valley of the Dolls. Judy Garland's is a truly tragic Hollywood story. After a series of inauspicious events, such as mismanaged finances and divorce, Garland landed the role of Helen Lawson in 1967's Valley of the Dolls.
Now, all I need is just a little luck.
It was slated to be her big comeback to the spotlight, and things were looking good until they weren't. A number of anecdotes surround what went wrong. Her co-star Patty Duke claimed Garland was hired for publicity by director Mark Robson and that he mistreated the actress.
Honey, listen. It's a rotten business.
I know, but I love it.
It's also been said that her substance use disorder hindered her ability to perform, and that it was often a struggle to get her out of her dressing room. In the end, Garland was fired, and the role ultimately went to Susan Hayward.
Who are you hiding from, Helen? The notices couldn't have been that bad.
The show just needs a little doctoring.
Number 3. James Remar's Possession. Aliens. Corporal Dwayne Hicks in Aliens has become a fan favorite. However, off-screen, the actor who was set to portray the character, James Remar, proved to be problematic.
Come on, what kind of chicken shit crap is this?
He was struggling with substance use disorder, and during production, cops reportedly found numerous illicit substances at his residence. The actor was fired from the project as a result. Michael Biehn took over the role, becoming the face everyone now associates with Hicks.
Hey, I want to introduce you to a personal friend of mine.
There was also apparently another incident on the Alien set where Remar fired a prop weapon into the neighboring film set, causing damage. However, the drug charge is said to have been the main grounds for dismissal.
That's it, man. Game over, man. It's game over.
Number 2. Armie Hammer's misconduct. Various. Armie Hammer began acting around 2005. He worked his way to the top over the years, delivering acclaimed performances in films like The Social Network and Call Me By Your Name.
Trying to get me to like her?
What would be the harm in that?
In 2021, however, allegations of sexual misconduct surfaced. An anonymous woman revealed online that she'd had an affair with the actor, during which he mistreated and assaulted her, both physically and emotionally.
After the post went viral online, the actor remained silent on social media before issuing a statement denying the allegations to People on Wednesday that reads, "I'm not responding to these bullshit claims."
It was said that the actor had concerning and violent fantasies that he sometimes acted upon non-consensually. Others came forward with similar allegations, while Hammer was axed from multiple projects and let go by his agency. The documentary House of Hammer further delved into his and his family's history, exposing lots of disturbing information.
When I told my friends about us talking, I left that part out. I think that says a lot.
Before we continue, be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about our latest videos. You have the option to be notified for occasional videos or all of them. If you're on your phone, make sure you go into your settings and switch on notifications. Number 1. Kevin Spacey's misconduct, House of Cards, and All the Money in the World. Kevin Spacey was first accused of sexual misconduct in 2017 by actor Anthony Rapp, who eventually went on to sue him. Rapp claimed that Spacey had assaulted him when the former was underage.
I hope that everyone who's dealing with these sorts of situations does feel the courage to come forward.
Spacey, in what was widely seen as an attempt to evade the negative publicity, chose this moment to come out, a move that was ill-received. More people soon came forward, legal woes ensued, and the actor wasn't seen much afterwards.
To Kevin Spacey, I want to say this. Shame on you for what you did to my son.
His main character, Frank Underwood, was written off of the series House of Cards. Additionally, he was removed and replaced from the film All the Money in the World, which saw its premiere at AFI Fest canceled as a result. Spacey now appears to be making a comeback attempt of sorts.
There's no better way to overpower a trickle of doubt than with a flood of naked truth.
Did you enjoy this video? Check out these other clips from WatchMojo and be sure to subscribe and ring the bell to be notified about our latest videos.